Now, on the US, rising prices are affecting consumers who are far from ecstatic. The egg prices have soared 15% in the latest US inflation report. The spike in egg prices comes as bird flu sweeps across the nation, killing millions of chickens and decreasing egg production. Our North America business correspondent Ritika Gupta went to her own local supermarket in New York City to check this far from paltry increase in prices.
Across the US, empty shelves, shortages and steep price tags greet shoppers searching for eggs in supermarkets.
It's ridiculous. It is. I mean, you know what is that? $10 for a dozen of eggs?
The eggs I usually buy, they used to be around like 7 something, now they're around like 10.
Egg prices have broken record after record as bird flu spreads across the country, killing millions of chickens. Average wholesale prices for large white eggs reached $8 a dozen, according to price tracking firm Expana. In this New York City food store, they say they have no other choice but to pass the higher costs onto the consumer.
The cost of eggs has gone up a lot, so we've had to increase our prices significantly too. Without that, we wouldn't be able to get through this.
This is my local market in New York City, and as you can see, there's no shortage of eggs. But if you look at the prices, I mean, they are eye-watering. So take a look at this, nearly $12 for a dozen eggs. Here, $16 and almost $18 for 12 eggs. That is double what it was previously. And that's hitting American wallets. Many consumers paying their grocery bills still feel the pain from a pandemic run-up in prices. Inflation rose to 3% in January, worse than expected, as egg prices soared 15%.
It's been a one-way street.
The egg price explosion poses a political problem for U.S. President Donald Trump. He won the White House in November by hammering the Biden administration over high food and other costs. Trump also promised to bring down grocery prices on his first day in office. But the high cost of eggs looks set to stay. The United States Department of Agriculture predicts egg prices will rise another 20% this year.
You can't just raise baby birds overnight. It takes, a certain amount of time for them to get up to a certain size, a certain age to be able to lay a retail desirable egg. It does not appear that this is going away anytime soon.
While it's not any politician's fault, it's now their problem, as soaring prices and a shortage leave Americans worse off. Ritika Gupta, BBC News, New York.